Well, hello. Well, basically, why should you smoke and why shouldn't you smoke is a good question. It's about freedom, basically, isn't it? Whether you want to smoke or whether you don't want to smoke. But at the end of the day, or the beginning of the day, it's very hard to give up, isn't it? I mean, truthfully, a lot of people say, "Oh, I'll give up smoking some other time," or I can give up any time, no problem. I'll only have one a day or something. But that little old smoke, I'll get through to you, and you soon start craving more here and there. Even worse if you're a child or sort of like a teenager. It could actually start up your sexual desires quite early. The nicotine addiction going through your blood makes you feel high. Does make you feel high when you're 13. I mean, when I started smoking, it was a similar thing. At 13, not very good really to sort of start off your thoughts on sex by smoking, basically at an early age. It's got nicotine and it's got all sorts of poisons in it, even arsenic in a way. When you smoke it, it's got all sorts of. If you read up on it, it's got so many chemicals in it anyway. Most of the time, mostly cigarettes have got added chemicals. My advice, really, if you wanted to smoke and you want to be a serious smoker, is to get some dock leaves or some weeds or something and make them go brown and make your own tobacco. It's cheaper and it's a lot more fun, and you get a lot more out of it if you're camping or something like that. You get a lot more out of it. It's much more fun. I've done it myself. It can be done. It's very quite a tasty smoke actually. You put dock leaves and you have to be a bit careful what you put in, what you actually use, because some of it could be poisonous. But weeds, leaves and stuff like that, and weed leaves, and I can't think what else I use now. But stinging nettles. You can use stinging nettles to make cigarettes, make tobacco. And that's very good. That's what should be quite good for you as well, actually, in a way. You can have stinging nettle soup, can't you? Anyway, the pros and cons, really and truthfully, it's bad news. Smoking, it's not very healthy, and it smells. It does leave a smell on you, and on your breath, on your clothing. It's expensive, very expensive, extremely expensive. Um, what do you actually do? Do you really want to smoke? Do you really and truthfully want to smoke? Okay, so you think you might have some happy backy down the line, and all the other kids are having it, and fun. Lots of fun, have some happy backy. The trouble is with happy backy is they do actually mix stuff into that as well. It can it can pose as a lot of people won't like this, but I've had it done to me in '84. I was smoking something I thought was happy backy, and it turned out to be something else in a girl's place. People don't like me talking about it, but I mean, it's true. It is actually true. The happy backy turned into something like heroin or opium or something ridiculous, something very hard, something very ridiculous. And I was actually dead for a night virtually. I was out cold for a night very nearly, and delirious was it. So that is bad thing about drugs. You get these. You don't know what you're taking. Someone's off you a drug, and I'm not going to go on into drugs because I'm actually quite sort of straight about drugs. I mentioned it before on this channel, not to have drugs, and it's quite severe. It's getting worse as well. It's not going to get any better. Drugs are going to get more addictive and quicker. Um, you have to be careful of these sort of things. Uh, yeah, make your own tobacco. Get some. Just you just need to brown some weeds, sort of like thistle weeds. Not the actual thistle itself, but I mean normal weeds you find in the garden, and or nettles. Um, lentils, dock leaves. Be very careful of deadly nightshade and stuff like that. Obviously, there are plants out there which are poisonous, so you have to be a bit careful. You have to know what you do. It's an education, really. It is an education. You might find some herbs you can stick in it or something like that as well. Proper herbs, not the herb, not the grass, the grass. Anyway, now I've told you my story. That's about it, really, I suppose. I personally would love to give up realistically and be free, but I mean, I always think back and think how nice it was to have a cigarette here and there, only because I'm addicted, basically, but not because I really have a desire to spend my life blowing smoke at people. I've actually started out on a pipe, and I don't smoke as much. It's very nice, actually. I quite enjoy it, but truthfully, I've also got one of those electronic cigarettes, but I can puff that all day and not get a satisfaction out of it. I obviously haven't got a strong enough brand. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. And it's a free video, it's freedom of choice, freedom of speech, and I hope you enjoy freedom.